Pre-algebra lesson 77, percents greater than 100. So, we're going to be doing percent word problems and finding percents of numbers. However, the percentages are going to be bigger than 100, which means our answers, or the portions of the percentage that we're going to find, are actually going to be bigger than our starting number, or our of number, which refers to the whole. So, again, this is our base proportion that we need to memorize, which is percent over 100 equals is over of. If we can fill in 3 of these 4 numbers, then we can find the answer. And again, this number will always be 100 because percent means out of 100. Now, let's go to an example. Let's see here. Jane is mad because today coolers cost 120% of what they did 2 years ago. I would be mad too, Jane. What does a cooler that was 60 cents 2 years ago cost today? Work the problem, then draw a diagram of the problem. So, let's start by working the problem. We've got 120%, we've got 60 cents. Let's start filling in what we know. So, we know we're going to use percent over 100. We know our percent is 120, so I'll go ahead and put 120 over 100, and that's going to equal something over the other. Now, I don't have the words is over of in this problem, right? All they tell me is what does a cooler that was 70 cents 2 years ago cost today. So now I have to use my logical brain, just like the ratio problems a couple lessons ago. And I got to figure out, is 60 cents referring to the 120% or the 100%? Well, if she says that it's 120% today, then 120% is referring to the today cost. If 60 cents is referring to the 2 years ago cost, well then 2 years ago cost is the 100%. So, using my incredible powers of deduction, I have determined that the 60 cents goes on the bottom with the 100%. Then I can put an X right there to solve, and then I'm going to solve using cross multiplication. So I cross multiply. I end up with 100x equals 120 times 60. Notice I'm not actually multiplying these numbers yet because it's more advantageous for me to not do that. It's easier if I divide first. So once I've rewritten my equation, I'm going to divide each side by 100. That cancels. And then here, what I can see is these zeros cancel. So that takes off 10, that takes off 10. Now all I have to do is 12 times 6. And what am I doing? I should have this memorized. 12 times 6, 84. All right. No? Is that wrong? Oh, hold on. My brain is hurt. 72. 72. I said 72 the whole time. I think 84 is 8 times 12. Or is it 7 times 12? Nah, it's 7 times 12. 12 times 6 is 72. I knew that. I'm a math teacher. Okay. Anyway, so the answer is 72. X equals 72. Now we have to create a diagram of everything we just did. So, remember our of diagram, our before, is really easy. I'm just going to draw a box, right? And that's going to be the 100% box. This is the before. Right? The before, it's 60 cents was 100%. Now the after, instead of it being the same size box broken into pieces, it's actually going to be a larger box because it's more than 100%. And this box is about approximately 20% larger. So I'll say this is the 120% box. Right? And this is going to be 72. Whoops. Why am I put there? There we go. 72 cents. 72 cents. And this is the after box. Right, now the other thing that they want you to do is break this box up into the pieces of the before and after, right? So here we would have the 100%. So before we used to break the 100% into 2 portions of what added up to be 100%. Now we're going to break it into the 100% and the 20%, or the excess that makes it larger, right? So the 100% we already know is 60 cents, and the 20%, I can figure that out through subtraction. If I take the larger percent, subtract, I find out that that is 12 cents. All right, so now I've created my diagram, I've solved the problem, and I'm going to be fine. So main thing, memorize this formula. The diagram is to kind of help you piece it together so we can see this block is 100% and this block is larger. So if you're having trouble with the box diagrams, let me know in class. The main thing though, I want to know if you're getting the right answer. So if you're getting the right answer, then we can work on how to visualize it in multiple ways. We don't always have to use this diagram, but this is a pretty good one. All right, if you guys have any questions, let me know on the school website, and I'll see you in class.